Greetings and welcome to my dear Sagittarius friends. Sagittarius, yes, welcome to your reading. This is a reading for the month of January 2023 through the order of the twin sun. So we're going to look at particular karmas first. These karmas are essentially actions that may occur in the month of January. We're going to look further in to a bit of an incident that pertains to these actions, and then we're going to go into the Great Mirror. Now, the interesting thing is that Sagittarians will regularly pull in people who are colored by Mercury, Venus, and also it would be the fourth house, it would be Moon. So Mercury, Venus, and Moon are very strongly pointed to when these people are brought in a significant way for Sagittarius. What Sagittarius gets from this is the ability, through the mystery of the Yod formation, the finger of God. The ninth house points to the third and then to the second and the fourth. There's an ability to essentially fixate on a way to bring forward mutability, bring forward change, okay, through the auspices of especially Mercury. And Mercury is the mind. It's the ability to process on an intellectual capacity and also through a malleable way of grasping things. There's a way to formulate a sensibility, okay, with these people, and that's what these people strive to do. They strive to embody an element of the production of change, of something different, something new. So they reflect the energy of Sagittarius, and essentially we're going to look at some of the more karmic energies that tie to these types of individuals, but also significant other in the Great Mirror. Sequence. Okay, so there's the conversion of fire to water in terms of karma, and then the production of air. There's a way to go back to something, a sense that things have fallen apart in a type of relationship that is based on tension, possibly even tension with the world around you, with everyone that in your most immediate relationships. But because of the movement from fire to water, things are extinguished. There is a sense that anything that has fallen apart in home, in hearth, in certain relationships that you're dealing with, in ideologies, especially in ways of thinking and ways of producing an effective dharma, an effective right doing of righteousness. There's a sense that there may be a type of regret or a sequence of denial when it comes to the production of truth. January is calling you to go back and to look at things that have been produced in terms of yourself, as well as your most immediate resources and your family relationships in the first and second houses, according to the solar production of the months leading up to January for Sagittarius. So what this is fundamentally about, essentially, is, I think, mostly inheritance, what you've been given in terms of relationships, in terms of passions, how these have sort of fallen apart and transmuted themselves. Now there's a need to stabilize your efforts and to come up with a way of thinking about these that have been given to you, to come up with a sense of balance and equilibrium. We're going to look a bit more into this reading. Yeah, okay. So, I think Sagittarians would be wise to not fight against the system. At the same time, any system that is based on human design you may be able to note, and this could be a part of your philosophy, that essentially all these systems are designed to create an effect of oneness. But this is a type of oneness that brings forward and promotes the exploitation of power, okay? Power dynamics. All of this is being reshifted, recalibrated, especially through what we've been seeing, the conjunction of the North Node and Uranus in Taurus. Okay. Now all of this is pointing to what I would call the axis of independence. Okay, this has to do with the 5 and the 11, Aquarius and Leo, with the Fortune card and the Sun card. What this means is that you can find independence in isolation, especially if you embrace some of the more rebellious tendencies to go against the status quo when it comes to relationships or how to define your passions, okay? You will find that there has been something given to you that is not required, okay? And you may find something greater after that, especially mirrors, relationships that may come in and they may reflect this similar angst towards a collective and corrupted society of inheritance, okay? Let's move forward. Now we're going into the Great Mirror. The Great Mirror is a tool devised by the Order of the Twin Sun to see particular karmas between Sagittarius and a significant other. Please take only what you will. Thank you. Virgo, strong in the cards. I think when it comes to this particular relationship, the person you're dealing with has departed. There's something about them that has this energy of escape, the mentality of exploration, avoiding any sort of toxicity is very strongly pointed to here. This is a connection that this is someone who sees you as unavailable, but now is ready to speak about that unavailability, to be flexible enough to explain where they've been. And even though what you say may not be fully registered on their end, they might find it extremely pleasing in terms of your perspectives, and they might find escape through your words, something like this. There's a healing effect. This person is on a quest for that, I think. They're very much influenced by the North Node and excuse me, and the relation of their efforts in any relationship in general. This is a very positive relationship, whomever you're dealing with. At the same time, they disarm you because your own explorations on a spiritual level or on an emotional level have not yet sort of brought you to this type of person. This also can be a fleeting connection. There's something about it that speaks deeply about the Four of Pentacles, okay? And the Four of Pentacles usually has to do with excuse me, finding a structure in your life, finding a structure in the way you commit things into your work, your efforts. And there's an ability to infuse that with deep meaning, with deep semiosis. So I think this is a type of situation, a relationship that is very much based on someone who is liberal meeting someone who is conservative. And the conservative person within this relationship might actually give something or lose something in order to affect a change, a karmic effect, okay? The Lover's card is here, very strongly indicated. Also, the Eight of Cups in the reverse. There's something about not leaving, but then coming to a point, meeting someone and then coming to a realization, spilling the beans, and also the effect of the end of a way of thinking, the silencing of the mind. Okay, the ability to produce faith, to produce something that you can believe in. Yeah, and then also what this speaks of is challenging someone to stay where they are so that it works out. I can't say any more about that. This person activates your first house. There's something very similar into the way you guys work on an emotional level, on a creative level even. There's a very deep attachment also to a fear sequence that they feel that produces, from the 9 to the 6, produces the 3 of Swords in the reverse. A way to heal. They see you as a healer. They see your thoughts as a healing agent. There's a need for transformation. There's a need to move from the 8th to the 9th houses. Okay, so essentially the polarities that are explored through the 8th house, they allow for death and regeneration, and then from that regeneration comes truth or wisdom or a way of doing things. So that is the biggest challenge in this, is actually confronting fear, and also coming up with a way to deeply feel the possibilities out, and then coming up with a wise way of approaching this. This requires a lot of patience, this connection. I do feel that you can let down your ideals a bit. They may have been limiting you in terms of this connection, in terms of meeting this type of person. If you let those ideals down just a little bit, there's a way for you to let them into your fortress or to your world. That is the best I can do. I do wish you well. Thank you. Bye-bye.